What is up, everyone? I'm going to be trying something a little bit different, and I want you all to kind of check this out. Now, I will be going over all the cool stuff that I do for this channel, whether that is talking about how I'm going things. Check. Can you hear me still? I want to check one thing before we get going. Okay, cool. So I can hear things. It looks like you guys should be able to hear things. Let's make sure. It looks like my audio is not working properly now. I'm going to... I wonder if you can hear it still over me talking or under me talking. What's up, everyone? Okay, cool. It looks like it's working, but it's going to be a little glitchy, so hang in there with me. I am going to try to do this as best as I can. I'm looking at something cool, doing a little bit different for you guys. I want to make sure everything is working still, though, so give me just a second. Okay, cool. So what I'm going to do is actually edit my video for tomorrow. Now, this is something I've never done before, so I want you guys to see what my process is, and hopefully you guys are interested in it. If not, I am sorry, but I hope you guys think this is pretty cool. I'm getting everything set up on my phone right now, making sure just everything works, but I'm going to go ahead and edit a video because unfortunately tomorrow I am busy the whole day and I didn't have time to edit this before tonight. So unfortunately I am not going to be streaming very long, but hopefully I can edit this and get it done, and then we can hop into some Splatoon 2 after that. So if you're interested in that, it'll come, but just be patient because I just want to make sure that I get this video ready for you guys for tomorrow before we actually go ahead and go live streaming. So just be aware that I am going to be streaming a game after this. But for right now, I need to make sure I get this all set up and everything's good. So if you're interested in how I do my videos for the flea market ones, this is a very good one for that. So stick around and just bear with me for 1 second. I'm going to get everything set up on my phone. That way everything works right now. So if you are in here, you are getting sneak peek at tomorrow's video. So like this and let me know what you think about it. And I may do these in the future. It just depends what you guys give me feedback about it. I am making sure we're all set up before going forward, though. So bear with me. I am about to be ready. Just a little bit more and we will be rolling on this. And this is something that I think you guys would like, but it also is allowing me to still stream with you guys, and hopefully we can just hang out for now. Let me make sure one more thing that this is gonna work. Okay, cool. It looks like everything's gonna work. So let me just get this set up. And if anything's loud or hard to hear, I am sorry. This is definitely something new, obviously. So thank you all for coming out and watching this. Hey, how's it going? I am definitely going to check everything. it looks like everything's good to go. So what I'm going to do is I have already videoed what I do for the actual on-screen presence and then my hunting presence. So be ready for that. So I have everything up here and downloaded already onto this file, and I am in iMovie. If you guys cannot see that, thank you all for watching. I am editing a new video for tomorrow, so I figured you guys might like this. I am in iMovie because I am too cheap right now to actually go out and buy what is actually what's it called? I can't think of it right now. It's an Adobe product. Whatever. I'll eventually get that. I know how to use it, but I haven't spent the money. So I'm going to turn this down just a little bit. That way I can test things. I want to make sure
what is up,
it's
YouTube?
Not too loud for you guys.
I am Eric, and you...
Too cheap. Yeah, I am too cheap about it. It happens. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're starting with this weird, wacky kind of intro that I've been doing. Whenever I don't have the table in front of me, I'll do this kind of weird, kind of fade in, fade out video as my intro. Now, the way that I have everything set up, I have my green screen behind me, and so I had all that set up, which is kind of in the way of where my actual wall is, which is over here, which has all my games. So what I'm doing actually in here is I'm squatting down a little bit because the way that I had my stand for my camera, it just wouldn't go up all the way because there was stuff in the way. So I kind of had to try to get it good, and it looked pretty good, actually. Thank you. Definitely let me know what you guys think. I will be paying attention to the chat as much as I possibly can. But, so, what I'm going to do here is, I've already watched this, so I know that, hey, I'm going to cut about here, and I'll split it, and then I'm just taking from the end of where I kind of start doing stuff to the beginning of the next one, and what I'm doing is just cutting out the middle stuff for right now. So there's the middle here, and what I'm gonna do is cut out as much of that middle stuff as I can. Thank you for following me on Twitter or Twitch. If you did not know, I am streaming on both Twitch and YouTube, so thank you very much. If you have commented and I missed it, give me just a second and I will say what's up, how's it going. So I'm going to see if I can multi-screen this, that way I can see what's up with everyone. Of course, it's not going to let me. Okay. Nope. Okay. So what I'm going to do is just try to make sure I switch between both and kind of keep up with everything, because I want to make you guys feel as comfortable as you can and included, but at the same time I need to get this video edited. So what I'm doing here still is just cutting out the filler, the space when I was moving or just not talking, whatever. And I'm going to cut all that out, and I'm still cutting all of it out, so that'll be just a second. But, yeah, Friday stream. So I'm just trying to make sure that I get all this blank space out of here. Now, I'm not being too precise right now. I'll do that in just a minute. I am just trying to get rid of the extra space that's just kind of making this go too long. So, as you can see, I'm already about 20 seconds into this video, and I have just done the intro. Now, I'm going to work on getting this intro down to shorter, so just be prepared. It will be around 20 seconds maybe. Watch this. You guys are going to want to see this. Watch how I jump. That's so ridiculous. I'm like, look at this face right here. I'm like totally sealing the deal with this jump. Of course, that's ridiculous. So I'm just gonna get rid of that as much as I can. That's all I need for that. So thank you for that. But yeah. No, I cannot actually speak more than one language. I only speak English, and I don't speak it that well, so I'm sorry if I start rambling and you cannot hear me. Now, we're going to just play this all at once without any transitions or anything and see how it sounds.
What is up, YouTube? I am Eric, and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups.
See, I messed up on this one. So I wanted to fix that, so now I'll start back over to make sure I don't miss anything.
What is up, YouTube? I am Eric, and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickups. And
okay, so I'll cut it there and get rid of that.
And today, we are talking about a flea market haul. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it.
That's so ridiculous.
What is up?
Oh, very nice. Very nice. That's cool. So what I like to use for this is a cross dissolve. And so what I'll do is I'm just going to drag it into all of these. And then I'll edit the length of it in just a second. So I'm putting a cross dissolve between all of these because it kind of gives it a little cool vibe whenever it's actually being played. So I just go ahead and drag that into all of them. And then I like to select them all if I can. Select them all. And then I will change them to, instead of a second, I'll change them to 0.5, just because that's pretty average, honestly. It's not too hard, you just gotta know what you're doing. So let's watch it again, now that I have the actual transitions in. And I'll tweak a little bit, but let's watch it all, and then I'll come back to it again.
What is up, YouTube? I am Eric, and you are watching Retro Video Game Pickup. And today, we are talking about a flea market haul. So if you like games, consoles, or product reviews, please consider subscribing and hitting that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it.
Okay, so there's the intro that we have right now, which isn't anything crazy. It's just pretty basic, but it still tends to work out pretty well. So what I'm going to do is I already have the kind of, what do you call it? The channel's theme song / intro. So what I'll do is I'll go to that, wherever that is, and I have it saved here, and I'll drop it in here. And now when I did this, for some reason it messed up the audio, so I always have to turn it up all the way. And then what I'll do is I'll put a cross blur in right at the end of that, so if you watch this...
And that bell notification. With that being said, let's hop into it.
As you can see, it's choppy, so give it a little second. Okay, cool. You see me turn and then jump, and I'm sorry if that is a little hard for you guys to see. Yeah, I mean, I started off doing it that way, Poppy, but then the longer I got into it, I wanted to edit more and more, so I figured, why not get that done? And plus, it gives it a little bit different feel, and you get a little bit more. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go back to my media, and I'm going to drag in all these videos of me actually walking around in the flea market. So I'm going to drag that one in, and then I'll go to the end of it. Hold on. Oops, I went too far. So go to the end of it, if I can find it, and I'll drag the next one in, and then at the end of that, I'll drag in the next one. And I don't ever use all of this footage, I just use what I can and what I need to. She's got a gold play button, that's pretty awesome. Yeah, hopefully eventually I can get some sort of play button. So like, I know that all of my footage isn't going to be a good footage, so what I like to do is I'll do just kind of the hover over here. Kind of, you can see me as I hover over it. It kind of shows that frame. So I might say cut it here and show me walking. I don't think I'm going to yet. I think that's going to be a good shot right there. So I'm going to just cut that and get rid of all of this. And then I'm going to play it. So I'm going to start it off like right there probably. I might have to change it a little bit. Let's see. Nope. Okay, so I went too far. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in and see more of this. So I'm just going to kind of see what I can see right here. And then maybe I'll get something. Maybe I'll go down a little bit farther. Okay, I'm not in that picture, or not in that video. So what I'm going to do is go back just a little bit more and see if I can find some as I'm crossing the street here. So starting like, let's let this truck pass and then I'll start walking that way. So yeah, right there I'm gonna cut it and then I'll do a few steps. So let's do, say, like right there. So right there I'm gonna edit this, but then what I normally do is I will turn off all of the audio just because usually it's windy and it sounds terrible. So I'll mute that and then I'll watch this again and I'll see, okay, that's not a bad transition, but if I speed it up, oh, that's cool that you say random stuff. I'm not worried about it. So if I speed it up, I can drop it down to 1.5 and then it kind of looks like that, but then let's see if I can stabilize it a little bit. So let's see how this is going to work. Give it just a second. Yeah, that's really, really, really shaky, so I'm just not going to use it. Maybe I'll find some more later on. But yeah, I definitely decide by watching it if I'm going to actually use some of the footage. So like here, you don't see me very often, and you don't really see us. We're just kind of wandering. So I often will just skip it. But at the same time, I will come back to it later on and check it out maybe. Because it seems like most of this... Oh, I stopped to look at games. I'm not sure if I showed them. Yeah, I didn't show them, so I just kind of move on and keep walking. Maybe when we turn this corner, I'll start showing, like, I'll split that out and get rid of it, and then I'll walk a little bit. Nothing too good right here, so I may use this walking right here in a shot, right about there. So I'll take that down and make it a lot shorter. So like 2 seconds instead of 6. So you'll just see that little walk a little bit. That's cool. I figured I might as well stream since, well, I'm gonna have to edit this video. So some people might not like it, but it's something new and I'm trying different things, so I'm not complaining. But I'm still walking here, so, and I know that I haven't found anything at this point just because I remember what I found and where I found it. So here you'll see me kind of break off. And I found this guy who has some games and some stuff here, but nothing really that meets my fancy, just kind of your random junk. I didn't really get very good footage of it either, just because I knew kind of what it was, and I just wasn't really interested in sitting around and watching. Hey, what's up everyone? I am just doing a little stream of me doing some edits for this. So I'm just kind of chilling out and kind of telling you guys what I am finding or not finding, I guess, at this point. Well, I just got an email from Nintendo, so that's why my phone went off. But I'm just kind of going through this. You'll see a bunch of footage of just walking. But I found something cool here, and I probably should have talked about this. I don't know if I didn't talk about this after the fact, actually, but that's because I didn't really find anything. I may come back to this, but that's only if I'm trying to fill some time, because I've been wanting to play Grand Theft Auto lately, and I found... Yeah, for sure. I've been wanting to play Grand Theft Auto, and I have some of them, but I don't have the 5th one, which for some reason I've been wanting to play. And so this guy had it, but he wanted $75 or 70 for the system and the 3 games, which wasn't worth it. So I had to turn it down. So you see me kind of walk back and drop it back off at this guy. And then I'm like, well, thanks for your time, you know, being nice and everything. But here you see me kind of walking into this place that I always love to go. This guy seems to have a really good collection of stuff. So I'll probably cut it here and show me walking in, you know, doing something weird. Like, oh, here you see me walking in, and then you see me reach in. I'll split it there, and maybe we'll see. So I'll transfer it to like this. Let's see if we can get a better angle of this. No, we don't get too much better. So what I'll do is I'll cut it to like here. See if I can get it to where it stays steady. So right there, it's a little steady. So I'm just gonna kind of take that, show a little bit of stuff. See what all is here, and then I'll cut where I'm telling her where to go and everything. But then here you see me kind of from the other angle. You see me picking out some stuff and just random games. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, totally a ripoff for that PS3. It was a PS3 Slim, so it wasn't anything that's that good. For some reason, my hands are really dry. But so you'll see another angle, and you can see one of my first pickups just sitting here, and that's this Pac-Man World 2, which I do end up picking up. So you'll see me grab it, look at it. I'll set it down. I'll show setting it down, and then I'm pretty sure we had some more footage of just kind of going through things. Below here is some, let's see if I can get it better. Ham steak package, what do you mean there? Okay, so here's a better view of this. So now I'm going to kind of cut to here and show off that I found a crate of random junk. You see me pick it up. You see me pick up that other game. I just kind of do a little browse through still. I'll probably cut it at that, just showing off a little bit of stuff that I've looked through, and then I will keep rolling. I don't find anything else here for a little bit. Let's see what else. So I keep going. We kind of move off here. You see me walk around her with the camera. You won the fight. That's rad. I need to eat after this. So you see me kind of pan over here. You see some Xbox One or Xbox controllers for the 360 that are okay, but nothing crazy. You see me pick up the memory pack here that I pick up, which is pretty cool. I don't know if we got any better footage of that, so I'm just gonna kind of skip ahead. We didn't, so I'll come back here and say, okay, let's look about here, and you'll see me pick it up, and then open it and kind of check it out just for a little bit. And then I'll probably cut it here just because you don't want a bunch of filler in here. But what do you guys think of this so far? I'm definitely having a little bit of fun and a little bit of wackiness, but I mean, you can't go wrong with a little bit of editing. So as you can tell, I have about 20 more minutes of videoing. So what I will do is I'll just keep kind of seeing if I can get some stuff. So here you see some cool stuff. So I'll show from like here, and I won't show this in the middle. I'll probably like throw this in randomly. So you'll just see me kind of looking at all this cool stuff in this case. Nothing too crazy. I think we move on pretty quickly, to be honest. Just because he usually wants too much for whatever's in there. Now, I have talked to this guy before, and he usually tends to have good deals. So definitely befriend people, and that'll definitely help you out if you're flea market hunting at all. So I looked through this other stack of games, and it just looks kind of boring. I don't really see anything that I want, so we kind of pass up on it. As you can see, there's an Uncharted there. There's some just random stuff that just happens, but I'm going to go and pay for it, so maybe I'll take this clip and show me going to the guy. Well, I didn't actually go to him right then, so let's fast forward. You see me talking to the guy and picking it up, but it's not very good quality. So I'm just going to move on and go from there. So I already know where I'm at. I already see that I'm paying for this guy. We're leaving, so it's all pretty generic. This guy sometimes has like calculators that I like to fix. You have a friend that you've only seen her eat pizza? That's a little weird. Okay, so here's the next haul. You'll see me kind of walk in and see this, and I'm holding the camera at this point, so I kind of set it down, and I'm like, hey, can you hold this? And she's like, well, hold on a second, we're busy. So she's got to get it all ready in just a second. So we'll cut it to like here. We'll cut it to like right there. So what we'll do is we'll get rid of all of that, and then you'll see me grab that and kind of just looking through. Yeah, that's cool. I mean, you gotta start somewhere. I know if you go back and watch my early videos, they're really not good. But I seem to think all my videos are starting to get better and better quality. But you see me get this. This guy has a big Xbox lot, and he's wanting everything together, but I want some of the stuff, but not all of it. I want these controllers. So what I'll do is I'll see how long this is. That's 150 to there. Okay, so that's a little too long. So what I'm going to do is it'll show me getting that, and then I'll cut it there. And maybe show me picking up these controllers. Maybe I'll cut it to here, and then we'll walk over to the guy and make the deal. So you see me doing a deal, maybe. Let's see how it goes. Yeah, you have me talking to the guy. Okay, so I pay the guy, blah, blah, blah. I'm pretty sure I set the camera down at one point because I have it in my hands. I'm like, oh, well, I can't hold this. So just kind of put it down, and you can see our butts and crotches for a while. Then we start to moving. That's cool. Hey, how's it going, Ashley? I'm just sitting down and editing a video for tomorrow. Figured I'd show you guys what it's all about, how I do it. Now, this flea market haul wasn't a huge haul, but it was pretty decent, to be honest. For what I got and what I paid, it was well worth it for sure. So you see me just kind of wandering, nothing too crazy here. You see, we go over to this place because I see yellow, or not yellow, green. Hey, how's it going, everyone? What's up? What's up with the Splatfest? I'll hop on later. Oh, dang, that sucks. Your Wi-Fi stopped working? What's the theme? Hey, how's it going, Elsa? I'm just, editing a video. I'll hop on Splatoon 2 in a bit after I finish this, but I'm just kind of looking at these video games. I don't see anything that's even worth showing, so we just kind of move on. Ooh, retro versus modern. I'm definitely, hey, what's up, everyone? Thanks for joining if you just joined. I'm definitely a retro fan, but I'm a big modern fan. Here you see, look at this. Check this out. Look how long my hair is getting at this point. It's just in my face, and it's hot. I'm wearing jeans at this day because I was so busy with other things. I didn't have time to change or anything. So, we'll get to the games here. I know that there's nothing here that I pick up just because this guy I went through before. So, I'm going to see if there's a better shot. I think there is from the other side. So, I'm just kind of going to chill out here. Oh yeah, there it is. So now I'm going to kind of go like this. Let's see if we can do this. Hold on, everything. Sorry if that was loud. So I'll probably cut it like here, maybe. Let's watch it and see how it turns. So I'll cut it to here, and we'll kind of have a little fade out and then just a little chill session right now. Just to show off a little bit of the stuff that I got. Nothing too crazy, just because there was a bunch of junk. It had all been picked through. I'd already picked through this in the previous video. I've shown all these games already, so it's a lot of just kind of standing and looking at stuff, but I didn't get anything, so I moved on pretty quickly. So sorry, my phone keeps going off. I had to stop it. I moved on pretty quickly from that just because there wasn't anything worth it. Now, you'll see me walk to this next guy, and there's a break in the parking lot here, so that's why I'm skipping all of it. I know that there's a lot of skipping here, but it's just to get past everything. So now you'll see me get closer to this guy. Where is it? I don't remember. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. So I'll do it to where you can see me walking in the booth, just to give you guys some heads up, like, hey, here's what it looks like. And there's some games I look at here, but I don't actually pick up anything from this guy. I usually do, but it just didn't work out today or this day. It was last Saturday. So you'll see me just kind of move on. Woomy, what's up? So you'll see me move on. Hold on just a second. So I'm going to check how long this is. What does it say? Yeah, 30 seconds. I'll probably chop it down to like here maybe. Just kind of showing what I got. And I'll move on quickly because this guy kind of doesn't have anything that really interests me. There's some cool things that interest me here, but it ends up being sold. So I'm kind of like, well, that sucks. So I'll show that here in just a second. Here it is. I think we have a better footage of us showing it off. So you can see, like, let's do right. Like, I'll cut it here. And I'll throw this in just randomly. This was sold already, so I couldn't get it. So I'll just throw it like a nice little, like a change or a transition maybe. That's what I'm trying to think of. But then you see me just kind of wandering around. Here's this cool Xbox screen. I wanted this thing, but it didn't have the cords, so I had to pass on it, but I can show it. Look at this. This thing looks pretty cool. It goes on top of the original Xbox. I'm pretty stoked for it, but I find that there's no cord, so I just kind of put it down and don't end up getting it, which is another shame because this guy oftentimes gives good deals. You see me pick up this white Game Boy Advanced, but the problem is with this, he wanted 20 bucks for it. So yeah, that turned out to be a no-go. Let's see if I show me picking it up. I was way earlier. Oh well. I'm not going to put it in this video. Thank you all for watching this so far. So you see me like holding it, I guess. We'll do that. So I'll cut it a little bit and show me holding it and then talking to the guy and putting it down if I can. So I'll cut it to that and then I'll take it and then let's see. Let's show me putting it back down because, well, I'm not going to spend that much on this, but other people might be interested, and later on he might have it for sale. So, thank you all for coming out. Yeah, that's cool. Thank you very much. That's really rad. So you'll see me, I'm over here showing off this video game organizer again, and it said, he said like 40 bucks, but there's no way I could pay that. So let's see, where do I go back to? Where does this start? So I'm just going to show kind of some stuff there, but I won't do anything with it yet. Maybe later. Let's see, is there anything else I pick up before it goes to the next thing? No. It looks like I'm just kind of walking, so if I'm up in front of it, no, there's nothing here, so I'll delete that. I'll kind of move forward, and this guy looked interesting, but there was actually no good games. I want to say like crappy DS games or random junk was here, so we moved on pretty quickly, to be honest. And of course, he saw my girlfriend holding my GoPro, and he's like, oh, well, I've got this perfect case for you. And I'm like, that won't fit on my GoPro, but thank you, Ashley. That's rad. So you see me kind of brush him off. And I'm trying not to be rude, but at the same time, I'm not trying to spend money on something that I can't use, you know. There's no reason to do it if I can't use it. So let's see. I see an NES game right away. As you can tell, I'm holding the camera until like this point, and I hand it off. So I'll probably cut it here. If you want to hit me up on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram, we can direct message and then you can send it to me. Or if you want, on my YouTube channel, there is actually under the About, I think there's my email address if you're interested. So you can check it out that way if you want to do it through email. So thank you for that, by the way. So back to this, you see me kind of walking up. As you can tell, right there by my hand is an NES game. And unfortunately, this guy didn't have any other NES games. So I'm just kind of, I know it's there, so I'm just kind of looking around for it, see if anything else is there, and maybe I'll cut it here. And then let's see, what else do we have here? Okay, cool. Thank you very much. My link to my Twitter is below. So here you'll see me looking at, what is this? I want to say it was some kind of NES knockoff, something like that. So I'll show like this. I'll edit it a little bit more and switch to here, transition to there, sorry. And then you'll see me go and pay for it. I don't think, I actually needed money for this, so that's why you see me turn around here. Thank you all for watching. This is something that's kind of weird and not normal, so thank you for watching. You see some random junk we point out. Didn't end up buying anything. I think that's all that we've picked out at this point from this day. Yeah, look at that. That's all. So what I'll do is I've got about 3 minutes. Okay, that's cool. So I got about 3 minutes of footage here. So what I'll do is I'll select it. So I will select it all and get rid of the footage sound because I don't want you guys being bogged down with that. So what I do is I select it all. Yes, I am glad it's Friday as well. I have a few days off until Monday, so what I'll do is I usually select all these. Let's see, let's make sure that all of them got selected. And then I will go ahead and delete them all, or not delete them, mute them all. That way there's nothing that's just sounding bad or any hissing or anything like that. And then now that I've done that, I'll go ahead and pull in the video of me actually talking. So I messed up here. I actually started doing the intro, so we'll cut that out. I was like, oops, sorry, that happens. What I like to do is make sure the sound on all of these videos, I have all the noise reduction on because you'll get a little bit of sound here and there. So I usually like to make sure I select all of those that are me, like in my house filming. And I will make sure the noise reduction is down just so it sounds a little bit better. So what I'll do is I'll watch this.
Okay, so in this video...
Yep, it looked like it needs a little bit more leeway here. So what I'll do is I'll wait just a second, make sure everything's processing.
Okay, so in this video...
So that looked pretty good. So I know where I made mistakes and whatnot, so...
But I didn't get to spend as much time as it.
So I made a mistake here, so I stopped.
Now I day, but I didn't get to spend as much time.
So let me remember what I said.
Now I didn't get to market, and it was a busy day, but I did.
So what I'll do is I'll split it here, and I'll split it about here. Give it just a little room. And then what I'll do is I'll take my cross dissolve and I will put it there. So let's watch that. I'll rewatch it.
It was a busy day. Now I didn't get to spend as much time.
So maybe I'll leave just a little bit more room between these two, just in case.
Busy day, but now I...
So I left a little bit too much on this side, so...
Busy day, but now...
So you hear the little butt, so I'm trying to get rid of that.
Busy day. Now I
think I still hear it, so I'm going to trim this one closer so it'll make noise a little bit longer.
Busy day. Now I didn't get to spend...
Okay, so that edit is pretty good now. I don't do any like super fancy edits. I just kind of do what I can with the software I use because, well, I'm cheap and I'm using iMovie.
45 minutes.
So I know what I do here, and I'm fine with it. I know I messed up, so I want to come back here and see.
I went to the usual
So I messed up here, and I'll show you guys. Oops, hold on. So I'll show you guys what I said, which is funny. I messed up, but it happens when you're talking.
Flea market. So I went to the casual.
So I'm gonna cut it here, and I'll show you what I did.
So I went to the casual, usual.
Yeah, that didn't work at all. So I was like, okay, I gotta get rid of that, and let's fix it. Let's check this out.
This flea market. So I went to
that one looked actually pretty good right off the bat. So I'll leave it like that, and I'll keep going. And you see, I have a bunch of like quiet time
right now. So let's check it out.
So what I'll do is I'll record what I need to, and then I'll wait a second or wait longer. Like here, you see me wait a lot longer. just because I was messing with stuff. So that's good. I will move on to this.
Okay, so you just saw me pick up this stuff.
What's
and
up,
I picked
everyone?
up some cool stuff.
So
and
here
it
you
seems
see
like
me
this guy
showing
didn't
what
quite have
I
all his stuff
picked
unpacked,
up at the first
but he had
place,
a ton of
because
stuff
I kind of
out.
like
Now,
showing
all of
what I
his cartridge
picked up, but
games
also
were
showing the
in a
footage
bin
of me picking it
underneath,
up.
and that is
So I know I didn't mess this up at all when I was talking, so I can go to the end of it. Oh, I did. I lied. I did mess it up. So now you see me putting it into my hand. What I'll do is I'll go here, and I'll make sure I get rid of that, and then I'll move on. What I want is those two to be together, so I'm going to do a cross dissolve.
on the NES memory pack for the Nintendo.
Oh, oops. I actually edited too much out. So, let's see where I need
And
to
then I
be.
picked up this EA Sports memory pack for the Nintendo.
So yeah, watch. I'll say...
EA Sports.
So what I actually did was I stopped, and so I will take this when it comes back up, and I will get that as close as I can. I'll grab in this cross dissolve.
EA Sports memory pack.
So that actually worked pretty good. Usually it's not that accurate, but that's okay. So I flipped it to that, and I'm definitely about to fix it to where I can do more of this. So I show that what I got.
5 game or
I messed up again, so what I'll do is
at $5, $20 at $5.
so there I knew I messed up, so I'll split clip it again. Wait for it to load. Sometimes it takes a little bit while I am streaming. Tends to bog down my
This for
processor.
$20 at $5 for each thing.
So here you go. I'm talking. I realized what I did was right.
In the future, he'll give me good deals, so I can't lose there.
So what I'll do is I'll stop here, put in a split clip, wait till the next one. And these that I'm not putting any transitions in, I will take the videos from later on and put them in here.
So here you see me pick up 2 Logitech wireless controllers for the Xbox original.
So I know I didn't mess up here. I'm just going to keep going. I know exactly where I did mess up and where I need to fix it. So I usually stop. That way it's easier to edit.
Use.
So right there, I'll drop another one. And I'll go over here and show off what I got last.
Okay, and last but not least, I found... Next, we found...
So there, I messed up, and I just decided to start it over, so that worked out pretty well, actually.
Next, we found Legendary Wings on the NES. Now, the guy wanted $5.
Pretty sure I didn't mess up, but I do stop here in a bit, because I wanted to make sure that everything's good, so let's watch that.
With that being said, I'm pretty happy to pick this up.
So I'm going to stop it where I say and get rid of that because I want it to sound a little bit more professional, look a little bit better. So I'll grab that, throw it down there, and we'll look at this.
I'm pretty happy to pick this up. With that being said,
So here's the ending of the video. I'm pretty sure I messed up here.
$20 for white Game Boy Advance, but the guy wanted...
So I'll stop it there. And I will go to here and kind of get rid of that and fill it in, just kind of to fill in the gap there.
Yeah, I can get a good deal. With that, next time I see him, if he still has it, maybe I can get a good deal.
So then I took a little break here. I waited a second, and then we came back with it. So that's cool. I'll throw this back in. Get that.
Maybe I can get a good deal. With that.
So that looked good.
And
so I messed up again.
Or flip thing. Add to my collection that way, or...
So I say or here, so I'm going to do this. Go ahead and split that out and grab it, and dump it in.
Add to my collection that way, or flip.
I think I said or a little bit, so let's...
Collection that way, or flip thing.
Let's get rid of just a little bit there.
Collection that way, or flip thing. Collection that way, or flip thing.
Yeah, so I can still hear me saying or on this one, so I'm gonna... Oops, too
my
much.
Collection that way, or flip.
So that's probably decent.
My collection that way, or flip thing.
Let's see, this one's being a little difficult, so...
Collection that way, or flip thing.
Still there.
Collection that way, or flip.
Still can hear the or.
Collection that way, or flip thing.
Man, it's still in there.
Collection that way, or flip thing.
Still getting rid of it.
Collection that way, or flip.
Let's see if I can fix it this way.
Collection that way, flip thing.
Yeah, okay, so I have it pretty good.
Add to my collection that way, flip things, and...
Cool, so yeah, we got past that. Looks like I have... Let's see... So that's the end of the actual video. And as you can see, it's around 9 minutes at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'll grab that. I'll grab... Oops. So I'll grab all this. Oop, I don't need this one. So grab all that. Hey, how's it going, everyone? I am just doing a little bit of a live stream of me actually doing footage. So I grabbed all of... Oops, I don't need it up there. So I'll copy all that I'm going to pull out, and then I'm going to go all the way to the left to make sure I grab the right stuff and put it in the right place. So here you see me talking about it.
Okay.
So yep, this is exactly where I want to be. So I'll paste that bad boy in there, and what I'm going to do is actually put some cross dissolves in there just because I like to use cross dissolves when doing live stuff. Because it tends to look decent, and it covers up any mistakes as well. So even if you're not the best editor, you can always do that. And then I like to do these little screen swipes. This one's called swap, but then there's a cube one here, so let's watch how that turns out.
So let's check it out.
So you see it switch to that. Oh, hold on.
So let's check it out.
So I'm going to get rid of that. There's no reason for it. I'm going to let it hold on to it just for a second before I let it catch up.
So let's check it out.
So there you got that good transition there. You got another one there. We're going to have one here. So that's looking pretty good right there. So what I'm going to do is pause that. All of that looks good. Let's make sure this looks good.
Okay, so you just...
Yeah, that looks good right there. Now I'm going to go back to the end. And I know where I got everything. So I picked something up here. I might actually move this one in front of these two. Just kind of to give it a little bit more to put right there. So I'll go back to where I was, which is right here. Take all this stuff, and move it to where I need it, which is right here. And then I'll put in my transitions. And these transitions are pretty basic. You can get really insane editing skills. That's right. That's definitely a fun game. I've played it before.
Lose there.
So here you see me kind of transition to it and then transitions back. So what I'm going to do now is go down to the end and let's see, where did I pick up here? I'm showing off some stuff. So here you'll see me just grab all of this and I'll use it all at that one point just to kind of keep the stuff together. I'll put it here. So what we'll do is we'll put the swap back in.
Next
and yeah, there's not any sound right now, but there will be over all of this, so just bear with me for a minute on that. And then I'll put the cube back in there. I think that's what that's called. Yep, it's called cube. So come in, swipe in, do some random stuff, show what I want to talk about. Then we'll get to the end here. Oh, did I not put this in there? Oh, I missed that one. So what I'm going to do is go back here and put it in right here. Put it there and then have this transition go there. Yeah, thank you for watching. This is definitely fun. Yeah, Michael, that's definitely a good game. So what I'll do is I've got my end screen down here. Actually, I haven't brought it in yet. So what I'll do is I'll go and bring it in. And I have a few different things. So I have the end screen that I like to use. I have the audio that I like to use. And then I have the subscribe button that I put in. So we're going to just grab this end screen. Where is it at? There it is. So we'll grab that, throw it in here, and I'll probably make the video 9:30. I just kind of try to round to the nearest thing, so that's close enough. What I do is, based on the way that I have this cut, it's a little up into the, actually just up. So what I do is I actually zoom in a little bit, and then when I do that, I have it fade to black as well because I like that feeling. If you watch it,
have a good day.
It looks good fading to black and then bringing that in. So that definitely looks good like that. So we'll go back to, actually, so let's try this.
Games, console.
So what I'm going to say is game starts here. So game starts here, and that's usually my key word for the subscribe button. So what I'm going to do with the subscribe button is take it down here, move it across to where I need it to. Yeah, I definitely know that version. I've played it. It's pretty fun. What's up, everyone? If you're new here, I'm just editing this video for tomorrow because I don't have time to tomorrow. But we do have time to stream once I'm done with this. So I will be playing Splatoon 2 after this.
Games, consoles, or product reviews.
So you see, I put this subscribe button down there. Now I'm going to edit it a little bit more, make it a little bit bigger, just because it looks a little small the way it is.
Games,
yo, what's up, Poppy Balloons?
Or product reviews.
So there you go. I've put this back in here. Now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to bring in this backing track, which is really loud right now, so bear with me if it does start playing. I think I've stopped it, but I turn it down way low so you can still hear it. Like, listen.
What is up, YouTube? I am Eric, and you...
So, maybe, I usually do about 7 or 8%. I think I'll do 8% on this one.
What is up, YouTube? I am Eric, and you are watching Retro.
So that sounds pretty good. What I do is I actually go to the end, and it starts to trail off, so I cut it before it starts trailing off, just because I want to make sure I have it properly and how it loops well. So what I like to do here is whenever the actual theme music starts kicking in, I like to mute it so
with that being said, let's hop into it!
So I cut it to where this music comes in, but then it comes back with that music as well right after this.
Okay, so in this...
Yeah, you can post it there. That's cool. Thank you very much. So, like you've seen, I have already kind of done it all here. So what I'll do is I'll go to the end of where this one is, and I'll just paste more in till the end. And then I'll kill it at the end. I'll cut it so it's not too long. And then what I like to do is... Excuse me. What I like to do is go back to the points where I don't have audio, and I'll separate it, and I'll turn the music up just a little bit. So here you go. I have it broken out here, and I'll probably bump it up to 20%, maybe 20. Yeah, let's see what that sounds like. So I'll start off before it happens.
In the middle, so we're going to
go ahead hear it on just
and
the
hit
back.
That video right now. So let's check it out.
So there you can see I raised it up a little bit. I think I'm going to raise it up just a little bit more, maybe to 25%. Let's see
right now.
Sounds.
So let's check it out.
So there you can see it swipes and then it raises. So it sounds nice there. And then at the end as well.
Okay, so you just...
So it comes back down when I start speaking. That way it sounds good and you can actually hear what's being said. Hold on. This thing sometimes messes up.
So I can't lose there.
So I'm going to put it right there. And what I'm going to do is I'll zoom in a little bit because it's going to be a little bit tricky on this one. I'm going to take that and then I will zoom out again, look at all the video, make sure it's all there, and then I will split it up again. But this time I'm going to have to make sure I pick up that and this little one down here because it did pick it up just a little bit. So I'll change this back to 25 as well. Let's see if I can hit it. There you go. Yeah, that jumping part is pretty ridiculous.
Lose there.
So there you saw it, or you heard it come back up. And then I think I might have picked too much of it. So I'm going to take this back down in just a second. So I'm going to fix this because I accidentally did that. I will drop this back down to 8 so it matches the other sound. That way everything sounds pretty even.
So here you see.
So there it goes down again. Then it comes back up again. Let's make sure this is good.
Next we found...
So yeah, sometimes my computer does this where this gets off just a little bit, but I listen to it and it sounds fine.
Next we...
So there's that. I'm gonna check to make sure there's nothing else in there. So yeah. So what I'll do is I will do this as well at the end. I'll crank it up just a little bit more. That's hard to get sometimes. Watches intently. I know, right?
Good day.
So there you heard it come back up again. And really, that's the making of this video. Now, I want to thank you all for watching. This is weird and different, so I figured I have to get this done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off this and go get my Switch and set it up again because I think it's in the other room, actually. I'm going to grab it, going to take a bathroom break, and then about 5 or 10 more minutes, I'm going to be back on here streaming Splatoon 2. So thank you all for watching. I will take a break, and then I will come back in just a few more minutes. So let's say in 5 or 10 minutes, I'll be back on streaming Splatoon 2. So if you guys are interested at all, stick around, go watch a video, then come back to this stream when you're done. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget about all the stuff, the comments, all the cool stuff, like, comment, subscribe, the bell notification, on my Facebook, my Instagram, my Big Cartel, my Patreon, all that stuff. If you're interested in any of it, down below is where it's at. So check that out, and I'll be back in just a few minutes. But I'm going to say this in case you don't come back. Have a good day.